Hello, and welcome to Pro Cycling Manager 2019. We're starting a new series. We're going to take control of a team and see exactly what we can do about it. We could go for a custom team, but I'm going to jump into a continental squad and see what we can do. Look at the old Whiskey team. So a couple of teams in here that I know from years and years back, many more that I don't. What I'm looking for is a jersey that's going to stand out to me so that I can see the guys on the road. Let's have a look here. I think something nice and bright is the way to go. Always did have a soft spot for Whiskey, but a Fapple. Absolutely no idea what it is. They're useless on the cobbles. Not much better anywhere else. Certainly not a sprint team. They're more a hilly GC team. That works for me. Boom. So, in the process of setting up our team, I've not played a career on 2019 yet. Do I want to activate? No, don't need the tutorial. Okay, preparation of the calendar. Yep. Okay, we to begin, we need to know the level of blah blah blah. Okay, so let's have a look here. All what I like to do is just set these to so it correspond with where their objectives are. So we're not gonna kill the guys. I think if it's 15 weeks away, that can be normal. If it's 11 weeks away, that can be high. Job done. Right. There's that one confirmed. Let's jump back here. So we've got a promotion and relegation system. The best riders under contract for next season. Okay. Okay, so that's where the rankings are going to be. Alright, beautiful. Let's get rid of all of that. Let's progress it a day here. We're now going to interrupt it because on January 2 you can normally start to see a bit of stuff. So Movistar is working for Campag. Yeah, staff delivery of equipment. We can view that on the equipment page. What have we got? Chrono Carbon Bike. The Aero Bike's not too bad. Always reliability is good. Feelings mediocre. Don't care. Supreme. Bad reliability. Excellent. Feeling. Okay, whatever. And what have we got in the way of wheels here? I've got no idea who. Reynolds wheels. Okay. That's not bad. 24s are pretty good, aren't they? We'll take those. Alright, that's good. Let's jump back. BMC, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to have any of that sort of stuff. Right. Do we want to have a look at our finances? How are we doing for money here? We don't have a whole lot. Sponsors. Don't have a whole lot either. We do have a few objectives to work our way through, though. Alright, let's roll this one on. Got a pretty small squad. There are only about 10-15 riders in it. I'll be surprised if we've got any Australians or New Zealanders, so we won't need to worry about those. A couple of achievements have just unlocked. Okay, let's interrupt this and see if there's any of these emails we actually need to care about. Blah, 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 blah. Nope, don't care. Boom, all gone. Basically what I'm just trying to do at this point is get into some gameplay, get familiar with 2019, and then I'll worry about some of the more sort of involved stuff a little bit later on. We've got a lot of racing to get through. So, yeah, we're gonna be busy. Going to be very, very busy. That's okay. None of these are going to be properly World Tour level races. Might sneak the odd one here or there, but they're all going to be pretty low level things, I would imagine. Okay, that's fine. And the national championships, don't care. All right, so it can't be too far away from the Herald Sun Tour coming up. That's normally not too long after the Australian National Championships. I think the Tour Down Under is usually, yeah, it is before that. So let's spin this on and we'll pick it up as we start the Herald Sun Tour. Well, this is exciting. I've been named the Director Sportif of Portugal. Cool. Alright, here we go. We've got Sergio Paulino. Must be about 70 years old by now, 38. Alright, he's a handy rider. Okay then, so 5 stages ahead of us. Let's have a bit of a look. Pan, flat. What's it, a time trial? It must be a time trial. Is it a team or individual? Does not actually tell me. Well, let's hit the button and find out. Okay, we are on the starters ramp. There are surprisingly a number of strong teams here. I saw Mark Cavendish and a number of those sorts of guys here, which is interesting. But anyway, let's accelerate this one through. We've got, what have we got? 2, 4, 6 riders to look after throughout this one. 15 riders to go before Silva is on deck. So Silva is out there on the road. It's a short time trial, so we should be able to go 100% all the way through. Or perhaps not. We are burning way more energy than distance. So we use this one as a little bit of a sighter. Seems like 75% is even probably a little bit too low. Bumped up to 80. 3 kilometers from home. 80 seems to be about right. Some twisty little bits through here. We'll drop down and save a little bit of energy. 1 kilometer to go then. Time to bump the energy usage up to 83, and that's about perfect. That's about perfect. So where'd he come? 19th overall. Okay. Let's move it on. We've got a couple of riders still to come. Paulino is next, not too far away from the gates himself now. So Paulino out of the gates. We'll set him up at 75. We'll just see how he goes through this one. And save a little bit of energy on the way out, and then use that on the way in, because by the look of it, he's going to have a headwind on the way back in. fair to say that at this point 75 is probably a little bit too low. Now he turns and rides into the headwind. A little bit of a lump here, so just a tiny little hill. A little bit of energy left in the can. Start to use some of that now, and then let's drain that energy to the line. And how we go? 33rd, not brilliant. Whatever. Let's put it on next one. Okay, Gerardo set his energy straight up at 80%. And see what happens. He's doing a little bit of it to begin with here. We've seen this was the case with the guys earlier on, and then it does seem to balance out and come back to them. So this looks okay at this stage. Looks as though he's going pretty well bang on. Let's just speed this up and see if that continues. It looks as though 80 is the sweet spot for our riders. He's just dropping a little bit through the headwind there. Dropping back to 74 for the finale. And 55th. Yeah, not the strongest of time trials, but that's okay. Next up, Ferrari. Ayun go para Ferraris. I'm going to leave him at 70 until we're over this little lump, and then I'm going to bump it up to 80 just as we get to this crossroad. That seemed to be about how far we were short. So do that. Let's see how that works out for us. Well, 81st. We're not covering ourselves in glory here, it's fair to say. Let's just slow ourselves down here. Whoop. Way too much energy left. Got a bit to burn in this final kilometre. Let's ride as hard as we can. 41st on the run in. Just the other Paulino to come now. He's not far away from taking to the ramp himself. Here we go. Last rider. Just a touch, 75 to begin with. We'll let him ride at this for the first little bit. And then we'll swing it up a little bit through the middle part of this where conditions are favourable to him. He's at -1. He's not going to be riding at his best. His type trial is unaffected. His prologue is also unaffected, which is good news. Into that headwind now. This is where it'll burn him a little bit up over the lump, and we'll just increase that effort a little bit more. It's almost 1 for 1 now with there we go. Max effort in the run home. 37 7th. So our best finisher, but not not a great result for any of our team. Okay, so nothing in the classifications for us. We're actually well down in the team's classifications as well. Let's move on then and have a look at day 2 of the event. So the Herald Sun Tour, day 2. Let's have a look. So it's a little bit lumpy. The trick here is going to be understanding what our riders are. So Angelo is not really much of anything. Technically a Baruda. Ferrari is a hill specialist and a Baruda. Barador. Girardo is a Barador. Sergio Paolino is a hill specialist. His brother Pedro is a bit of a nothing. And Rafael Silva is our sprinter. Okay. So sprinter, GC, and a couple of Baradors, whatever. Okay, let's dive into this one and see what we can get out of it. Let's really test our team to the limit. Okay, here we go. The plan for today is basically to sit in the group, try and make the race nice and hard, but ultimately we don't need their help, that's okay. Ultimately it's going to be all about this hill at the back end of the day. We are planning to attack there and see what we can get out of it. So let's get our riders then up to the front. Let's set ourselves up. So Sergio Paolino is being protected by his brother. We're going to here we go, Kamaya, take position there. Sylvia, you can also take position on Maya. Angelo on Maya. Girardo, guess what, on Maya. Alright, just for something different, on Maya. So just going to have all of these guys ride at about 70. That should keep them up towards the front end. I don't expect it to be too crazy. Got a couple of breakaways already out the front. He's going to do it hard if he's going to do that. Alright, so there's our team. We're matching black bikes with yeah, they look good, don't they? Like a bit of that. Yeah. Whooshka through the trees. Alright, let's have a look here. Do we put someone on the front perhaps? What roles have we got set up? Let's just leave it, I think, for the moment. It's a long day. We don't need to be too concerned about things. Just conserve our energy, and then perhaps in the middle here we'll start to ride really hard. Discovery team style. We'll put the team on the front, ride them hard to the foot of the second climb there. It's about 10 kilometers, probably 8 kilometers from the flag. A lot of that is downhill after that, so if we can get Sergio Paolino to the top of that in a good spot, he's got good mountain and hill stats, we should be in for a good result there. Okay, so we're just starting. The climb's reasonably short. There's a couple of little lumps to begin with here. We do have a Category 2 climb coming up shortly. We're just going to maintain the effort level at 70. We're starting well up in the peloton, so we can afford to just slide back. We'll make it back up on the descent. And then, yeah, we'll move back towards the front during the descent. Then we'll again slide down the order. Just flicking back through the peloton here. We've got, is that one of our riders way back there? It's not, no. Similar jersey, not one of our guys. Already a withdrawal. So a heavy crash there somewhere. But this is what the plan of the day is. Just sit in the group and look after ourselves. There's 6 riders up the road. Including the orange jersey. Anyway. So we're now on approach to this Category 2 climb. Little lump on the way there. I suspect we're going to clear that without too much drama. We're not going to get too excited here. It's a long way from home. And ultimately, even if we get dropped, there's a long way to come back. And we can just afford to just sit in this group. Not exert ourselves too much. Let everyone else ride around us and use energy around us. See, Denz is really working hard. Van Emden's working reasonably hard. I think everyone's sort of got the same idea as what we do for the back end of this stage. So we climb this Category 2 climb, and then once we get to the top, we'll descend. We'll get over this other bump, and then I think it's time that we put the yellow train on the front. So I've just sent, what have I sent? Ferrari back to get some bottles, some bidon. Carlino is looking good in the group. Used a little bit of energy, but still got good red and yellow bars, which is lovely to see. In fact, most of the team really does. It's only Carlino Jr. who doesn't. Let's send him back up to protect his brother. Alright, just about everyone now should have bottles, as soon as Ferrari can find his way through. Come on. There we go. Okay, so everyone's now got bottles. Let's put Ferrari on the front, and we'll ride at about 65, I reckon. So you can join that little group. So we've got about a minute and a half to the breakaway. 80 kilometers remain, so we've got everything nicely under control. What I might just do is start moving everyone into a bit of a line behind Ferrari. Ferrari's not riding hard enough at this point. So I'm just going to pause this, just work out who needs to be where, basically. So you need to be the next one after Ferrari. Silva is our sprinter, so you want him last. We'll put Sergio Paolino on his wheel. Which means to put Angelo. I'll put Gerardo next. Then Angelo. He's our lead-out man. Then Silva. And Paolino on his wheel. Now, the reason I've chosen to do this is just make my life a little bit easier rather than having to manage all of these riders. I really just have to manage one. Makes my life a little bit easier. We've got the big sprint train starting to form. Looks brilliant as well. There we go. The yellow train. So that looks good. Tell Ferrari just to get on with it. We'll do our own thing. So 65 kilometers still to go here. What have we got? Got some minute and a half to the leading group. There's only 3 riders left in that now. A few been popped off the back of this one, which is always good. Let's have a quick look at the map. Do we do a bit of a loop here, or what's the run into finish look like? It's a little bit wobbly towards the end, and then we can't actually see too much beyond that. So yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay here. The good thing is our lead-out train is well under control. Okay, so just coming up to a little lump in the road. Lost a bit of time, but we'll catch that up again without too many problems. Let's now toughen the race up a little bit. Try and pop some of these guys off the back. Chase down the breakaway as well. Only 2 riders left in that anyway. I don't imagine this will be a sprint finish if I've got anything to do with it. I'm going to try and make it so that Paolino is making his attack at the base of this climb. So we kind of want to use up the likes of Ferrari, maybe even his brother, before we get there. So let's really wind the wick up, push everyone hard. Hopefully we can even break the bunch up going over this little lump just before we get to that main climb. With Ferrari not expected to see the flag, let's use his gel. So when it flashes like this, it's being absorbed, and then when the name flashes up here, that's when it's actually active. In normal conditions, you sort of use it, to sprint finish at about 5 kilometers to go. just drop his effort down just a touch, because he's really burying himself now. He's using the there you go, see his name's flashing, so everything's just being used a little bit slower than it normally would, but he's absolutely destroying himself for the team now, which is good to see. And that is his job done for the day. You can sit there and be pleased with your day's work. And it's time now for Paulino to step up to the mark. Paulino's job is basically to get us to the foot of this second climb, so hopefully he can lead us over this first one. If not, we will just leave him behind. So disaster as well. We need to get water bottles just at a time when the race is really starting to heat up. We'll send Angelo to do that. Paulino has just been used up, so we're switching now to Gerardo. Where is the second Paulino? Can't afford to be back there. Not at this point of the race. Just trying to get our line back together. There's Gerardo, there's Silva, and there's Paulino. Hopefully Angelo can get back to us. Having to ride hard is Angelo to get to us. Hopefully he'll get there before the base of the next climb, because the intent is really to attack at the base there and then hopefully stay away with Paulino over the top. That's good. Got bottles. Lovely. So we're just going to activate Gerardo's gel. Just needs to get us as high up this one as he can. Let's activate Angelo now. Have him ride up at 85. We'll just increase the effort here of Silva and Paulino. And I think we need to send Angelo on the attack. We've got a couple of guys attacking up the front, so we're not alone in our school of thought. Angelo burying himself, Paulino suffering as well. We're going to go here. Might use these gels. Now it's going to be a fast run in to the finish. We'll recover a little bit of energy on the way down. Haven't managed to break it apart as we'd have hoped, but we're just about at the top. That's good news. Where's Gerardo? He's done. Silva, our sprinter, is still in here. That's positive. Paulino is still in here as well. So they're all now using their gels. probably activated Silva and Paulino's too early. All right, we'll get around this corner and we're going to switch Silva onto the wheel of Earl here. Paulino will follow him. Angelo is getting away as well. I'm not sure if Silva's able to latch on. We're a long way from the flag. We're caught in the wrong wheel here. Angelo's done. I think we might find that that Nealons has got this one in the bag. He's got a good jump on everyone else. Let's start Silva. Send Paulino as well. There we go. We got second. We should have Paulino in there in 10th as well. So that's not too bad. EFP, we've got 3 in the top 15. That's a decent result. We'll take that. I think that's not a bad way to start the Herald Sun Tour. Obviously, the prologue time trial doesn't really count. So here are the results in the teams jet competition. We made a little bit of progress. In the points classification, sitting in 5th, Mountains jersey, nowhere under 25s, nowhere, and GC, Paulino in 38th, 27 seconds off Jos van Emden. So that is the first stage of, well, the first proper stage of the Herald Sun Tour. Let's jump along and let's just take a peek at what we're going to encounter next time through. And there it is, Pancake Flat. It's going to be one for the sprinters. You would think we'll try and get in the breakaway early on in that one. But let's race that one next time through. Thank you for your company. Don't forget, leave some comments down below. Hit that subscribe button. If you liked what you saw, give it the big thumbs up as well. Very much appreciate you checking out the video. Look forward to bringing you more from Pro Cycling Manager 2019. Don't forget, we've got the Pro Cyclist playlist as well. Max Venturi doing some good things over there. And this one, the brand new series with Ep01 with Sergio Paulino, our team leader. That's it for this time. We'll catch you next time. Thanks very much for watching. As always, keep riding.